Welcome to the highlights of Game 10 in the Carlton United series. This is the match between Australia and the West Indies, the second of a double-header at the WACA ground in Perth. Now, this is the way the points table stands at the moment. The West Indies have 8. All those three teams have played 6 games. But Pakistan have 6 points and Australia only 4. So it's a must-win situation today for the Australians. Now, the two teams, first of all, Anthony Stewart has been made 12th man for the Australians. Tom Moody comes into the side. And for the West Indians, the man to come in is Ambrose, who missed the game because of a hamstring injury on Friday. Roland Holder goes out, and Patterson Thompson has been dropped from Friday's team. Well, conditions are very good. It's the same pitch they used on Friday. Tony Greig said there were a few cracks in it, but looked as though to be full of runs. And the toss was won by Mark Taylor, who decided the Australians would bat. We join it now in the second over. It's none for 4. Ian Bishop is the bowler. He's coming into bowl to Mark Waugh. Waiting for us in the commentary box, Michael Holding and Bill Lurry.
Good shot. Chan to pull the fieldsman. Score around about 240 here, I think, will be a good one. This pitch certainly will spin this afternoon. In the air and safe. Beautifully played over mid-on. Mark Waugh, very strong onside player, picks up the first boundary. He's prepared to go over the infield early on. He just cannot stray onto his pads. Poor ball, great shot. Beautifully played, this time forward a point. Bishop all over the ship at the moment. Second boundary of the day.
Courtney Walsh bowling from the members' end.
That is a very good shot. Beautifully timed by Mark Taylor, and that'll go all the way. 7 runs off the out from Walsh. A good start by Australia. None for 31. Now it's Ambrose.
That's a good shot. Second one that Mark Waugh has picked up and lofted over mid-on. Quite off the middle on that occasion.
West Indies, through their captain Courtney Walsh and Curtly Ambrose, have really started to tie things down.
Just wide of cover. Very good attempt. Leading edge there from Mark Waugh. Run away downwind. Almost reaching the rope. It'll fall safely. Just.
Very fortunate he hit it to that side of the ground because the wind took it away from the field. Very, very difficult to mow these down.
Oh, he's got him. Yes, he's done it again. That's the way he's got out so often, trying to force that ball through on the offside, and he does it always after he's been in there for just a little while. So Taylor dragging that one on from Ambrose, and once again out for 18.
Taylor bowled by Ambrose. First blood to the West Indies, and the 63 on the board.
Well, it's well played. That's going to run away to the fence. Yes, it's beautifully hit. That's a lovely shot. It was outside off stump. And Stuart Law waited for it and really did time it beautifully. Well, that's well played. He's got it over the infield. That's well done. It's running downwind. It'll go all the way to the fence. That takes the pressure off a little bit. That's where Stuart Law is so good.
Got him, beautiful bowling. Superb spell of bowling from Jimmy Adams. It was slow, it was flight, and he deceived the batsman and got the catch.
Always a left-arm orthodox spinner. If he's getting a bit of turn, he must fancy his chances of getting Mark Waugh, because Mark Waugh is such a strong onside player that occasionally it can bring about his downfall. That time, Jimmy Adams got it to just turn enough, get the leading edge. In fact, it's Stuart Law getting the leading edge, and that's well taken. Good catch there from Jimmy Adams. It's 2 for 92.
It's 50, and you look for 2. He gets it. And he's the key, certainly, in the top order for Australia in one-day internationals.
Good placement. Just working it away from the right hand of Brian Lara in the mid-wicket position.
In the air, dropped him. I'm not sure whether he got that in the full hands, but certainly it was a catch. I think he put it down. The cry was catch it.
Mark Warne, I think, looking for the boundary, trying to get it in between the fieldsmen. Instead, he picked out Sherwin Campbell, who did well to get in there, but couldn't hang on to it.
West Indies are doing a very good job. Their spinners have done an excellent job. Carl Hooper is going to be replaced at the members' end by Ian Bishop, who's bowled 7 overs, none for 33. And that's exactly what Steve Waugh has done there, and that's going to run all the way to the fence, so a very welcome boundary. And the first for 11 overs coming off the bat of Stephen Waugh. That run rate now just starting to climb back, exactly 4 and over. Australia, you would think, would need somewhere 240, 250 to be competitive. That's a beautiful shot. Back for 2, trouble. And he's called for the third umpire, but it looks as if Mark Waugh even knows at this stage he was run out. That was a magnificent piece of fielding. And you can see here, he is looking like he is going to be short of his ground. A magnificent throw. Now, this is difficult. Has that hit the stumps with the ball in his hand, or did the ball hit the stumps direct? And he's been given the green light. So the third umpire obviously thinking there that the stumps were broken with the hand of Courtney Walsh prior to the ball hitting them. Out! Got him. Stephen Waugh hit the previous delivery straight, went to hit that one squarer, and only succeeded in slicing it straight to the man at point. Adrian Griffith takes the catch.
And again, a very good catch. It made this look so simple, Adrian Griffith. It was hit very powerfully, chest high, and he grabbed it quite easily. Third wicket down for Australia. 3 for 147.
Tom Moody is the new batsman at the crease for Australia. He got a terrific ovation when he walked onto the ground. Carl Hooper had 1 over from the river end. He's now on from the members' end again. He's gone without even troubling the scorers, looking to play the sweep. And he's been caught by Jimmy Adams at square leg.
And Carl Hooper has been sent to bowl from the members' end again, and immediately gets a wicket. Very difficult to hit against the wind. It's a very strong wind blowing from right to left on your side, your screen there, and Jimmy Adams takes a very good catch, but has failed to score. It's 4 for 148.
Bevan off the mark. And 150 coming up on the board for Australia.
That's it!
Very dangerous to be fielding out there and not know how to field there. That's the side of the ground where the wind is blowing, the ball's being hit with the breeze. Well, it may sound strange, but that was beautifully bowled. It was also magnificently struck by Mark Waugh for 4. This time, Bishop. Not tall enough. Very tall, mind you, but not enough.
And Mark Waugh, when he's hitting over the offside field, is hitting down breeze. The ball carries a lot further on that occasion, back into about the 3rd row.
Just in that fashion. That's the way it happens, that the breeze here at the ground, the wacky, you need to be hitting with the breeze rather than into it. Mark Waugh has smashed it into the breeze, and it's held up just enough for the fielder to skirt around the boundary edge and drag it in. Mark Waugh out for 92.
And judged it perfectly. A brilliant catch to end an excellent innings from Mark Waugh. It's 5 for 181.
Now there's another example of how fast that is in that corner. The fieldsman would have reckoned for all money he had that covered, and it's just raced, just left him standing. That's well placed. That's very good cricket from Michael Bevan. He's played one, the slightly shorter ball, away and beaten the fielder deep mid-wicket, and now he's used his feet to get down and pick the gap perfectly. There is a long on, but he couldn't get there. Beautiful placement again. No chance for either of the two fieldsmen out there to get around. And the 200 comes up for the Australians for the loss of 5 wickets.
Well, he's hit that one into the gap and over the top. That's very well struck, right off the meat of the bat again. That's quite a long boundary down there, but it is downwind. Bevan, when he gets hold of them at the moment, really is doing very well, timing it beautifully. Great catch, got him. It's got off the big outside edge, but did it? Well, perhaps he squeezed it out. Well, umpire Hare says no. It certainly was squeezed out. My initial reaction was that it hit the edge after it hit the ground. That might be 2 in a row that I've got wrong. Let's have another look.
Well, we'll soon know for sure. It's the ground, then the bat, and that's out. Well, the umpires aren't getting it too right at all today.
So 5 overs to go now. This is Ambrose continuing. Bevan on strike and playing well. And he's got him. Well, that was a fumble, and it went lightning fast to him as well. Bevan struck it beautifully. Ambrose didn't react at all. I think he was looking down towards the fence.
Yes, I think most people were looking towards the mid-wicket boundary for that ball, but that man Griffith again. The brilliant fielder, Adrian Griffith. He has done well in the field, Adrian Griffith, and a very good innings from Michael Bevan. 35 off 32 balls. It's 6 for 217.
Oh, he's hit that one beautifully down the ground. That's gone one bounce into the fence. Well, he advanced down the ground with a short delivery, and he ended up thinking about pulling it away to mid-wicket, but it was onto him quickly and hit it straight down the ground off the meat of the bat. Oh, well played. Beautifully pulled away. He loves that shot. And if you're at home and a youngster who wants to learn how to play a hook shot, just have a look at this as well. Ambrose getting smashed to the boundary for 4. The only question that I ask is that imagine what... Whoops, and that's close. I think he has to ask the question. Yes, he has, and we'll soon find out.
Adrian Griffith is the man this time beside the stumps again, and that looks as if he's short by perhaps a foot. And that's what the lights say. He's out. They got it right this time.
So, the end of Greg Blewett. Well done. 29 of 17 balls, and it's now 7 for 251. He's got that one away on the offside, and it's gone down through the vacant slip cordon area for 4. He does it again, and he's got that one away too. That's not very clever bowling. He's got to chase him. It was an attempt at a Yorker, but Warne just shows him the stumps a little bit, and he really did get that one off the meat of the bat too. Good shot. Right up there in the block hole. They'll get one. And I should think they'd be pretty happy too with the way they've gone. 13 runs off that last over from Ambrose. They'd be pretty happy about that, and the Australians have ended up with 267.
That was a great performance from the Australians there to get up to that final total in front of a very big crowd here at the WACA. 7 for 267, and when we were looking at the halfway mark, we reckoned round about 230, so they've picked up about 5 overs, which is very good. It's a fast outfield and a good pitch, so it's well within the scope of the West Indians to make those runs. They've done very well chasing just recently. The bowling figures for the West Indies, 2 for 53 for Ambrose. I thought both spinners bowled pretty well, Carl Hooper and Jimmy Adams, but 268 for victory is the figure for the West Indies.
Shot, flashes away, lightning fast. That's 4. Well, he really went after that. It was thick edge, but it was plenty of bat, high back left, and it raced away. Got it away. This time it's McGrath again, running into the breeze. They should get 3 here. Well, this is a very good start by the West Indies. I don't seem overawed by the situation at all. There's no panic. Whitey Smith off in the air, but safe through. This will go all the way. They won't get that. So Junior Murray once again doing the job that's required. Drives, great shot. That'll go. Runs away. Beautifully played, straight drive. Got past Warne. Batting like a real top-order batsman, Junior Murray.
And now he's got the wind at his back from the river end. Oh, he's got that one away nicely down towards mid-wicket. That's his area. Tom Moody's down there, and he's fumbled it. It's gone for 4. Yes, Moody went down on his knees and then down came his arms, but he wasn't able to gather it. So another good shot from Junior Murray. He's got it away again. That'll be 4. No trouble at all. Well, that's the 50 partnership up, and Junior Murray is creating problems for Australia. Oh, and that'll go all the way to the fence as well. He's playing games with Taylor and his field placing here at the moment. That wasn't a very good ball, actually. Very short. Got him. That's well caught. Beautifully done. Little top edge, I think it was. Taylor went behind the wicketkeeper. He is a good catcher. Must have lost it and then picked it up again and went diving with 2 hands to his left. They needed that wicket. Warne has got one for them.
West Indies 1 for 60.
It's a good stroke. Slower ball, and Junior Murray hopped into it straight away and smashed it down the ground.
You can see that yellow line of the West Indies just dipping again towards the blue line of the Australians. And that was the one. Playing towards the onside and spinning past the outside edge.
Well, sometimes if the keeper knows what's going to happen, it can pose a problem. They had a long chat. Well, excuse for Healy, it just flicked the pad on the way through. Got him. Now, Junior Murray will be extremely disappointed about that. Very, very good wicket for the Australians. Lara's grabbed it, Bevan has bowled it, and the second wicket is down.
It's 2 for 80.
Let's get 2 for that for Shivnarine Chandpur.
It's well played. Chandpur waiting for the spin to come to him. Kick of the fieldsman, well thrown but well run. Good cricket.
Yes, Chandpur plays that little nudge shot well. He just tries to nudge it with a relatively straight bat.
Got that nicely. They look for 2. There's no cause for panic because the West Indies are batting with a lot of confidence. 2 for 116. Chandpur tries to take him on. He gets at least 1. In fact, it's running. They'll probably come back for 3. Happy with 2. Good piece of fielding. Chandpur slipped, but a very good bit of work by Stewart, the Australian 12th man substituting for Mark Waugh.
Just an inside edge onto the pad. Glenn McGrath tearing his hair out at the moment.
And Glenn McGrath thought this was very close. It's hit him on the back pad. And he's probably got every reason to be a little bit disappointed there. Terry Prue not believing it hit the pad. And just look at Glenn McGrath.
9 overs for 31, McGrath. 7 overs bowled by Shane Warne. Just 15 conceded. And caught. No, dropped. I thought he was going to get it even at the second attempt. Glenn McGrath there, he'll be disappointed. He thought he had Lara LBW in the last over. Now he's dropped him.
He went up a little early, Glenn McGrath. He thought it was coming faster at him. Lara just sliced it. You see him go up a little too early. He was on the way down when he should have really been at the top and couldn't grab it on the second go.
That's nicely timed by Chandpur, although he is hitting into the wind.
And it's slowly mounting up. The one in the middle there, run rate required.
Straight through Glenn McGrath's hands. I'm not sure whether he got a touch on it. It was hit pretty hard and he was at full stretch. I don't think anybody could blame McGrath for that one. That's well placed. That's an excellent shot from Shivnarine Chandpur. Tom Moody coming around the wicket to the left-hander Chandpur. Good early call from Shivnarine Chanderpaul. Now the umpire was moving away to get into position. Didn't have a good view of that, so he's called for the replay. Chanderpaul got off to a good start, but it's going to be very, very close.
Stuart Law's been very, very good in the field for Australia. And he's got a strong arm, gets to this ball quickly, and more importantly, gets rid of it pretty quickly. Chanderpaul not in the frame as yet, and he's gone. That is an excellent piece of cricket from Stuart Law. The red light's there, and the breakthrough comes for Australia. The important wicket of Chanderpaul, who's been playing very, very well. And he's out, run out, and the Australians in the centre ecstatic at the fall of that wicket. An excellent piece of cricket from Stuart Law. A direct hit, and Chanderpaul short of his ground. Disappointment for him. Run out. 3 for 165.
Jimmy Adams, he's been in good form of late. Caught. So Jimmy Adams' run of good form is finished here at the Wacker. Well caught, Steve Waugh.
Well, the local boy Tom Moody, they're standing here at the Wacker cheering him because he's got the breakthrough once again for Australia. Jimmy Adams is the man who slices this one to Stephen Waugh. Very safe hands in the gully, doesn't get his feet to it. Very easy chest high to Stephen Waugh, he doesn't miss those. And Tom Moody picks up the wicket. So Jimmy Adams is followed off with the duck. West Indies lose their 4th wicket. 4 for 168.
Straight down the ground. There's no one dead straight. It'll bounce away down towards the fence. It didn't really hit that one, so once again get 2.
And that's out. Moody has another one. It hung up there for a long time, and I thought the fielder was hanging back for a long time as well, but eventually got it down around his bootstraps. That is another vital one for Moody and Australia.
Yes, that was Glenn McGrath coming in off that boundary. We've seen him drop one, and so just watch him come in here. He did look a little bit slow, and he caught it eventually, only about a foot off the ground. But it brought a smile to his face, I can tell you that. So Glenn McGrath has taken the catch, and they didn't need this, the West Indies. Hooper's out, and the West Indies now are 5 down. In fact, they're 6 down for 179. It's in the air. Is this going all the way? This is gone. Yes, it's gone all the way. That's much better. Well, this is more like the Lara that we know. If he can keep smashing these, then who knows what he could do. And he's got stuck into that one, and that's gone way over the boundary. Lovely shot. Down the wicket he goes again. There's a man down at square leg. They'll pick this one up. Will he come back for the second? Yeah, he will. This will be his 50. That's 50 to Brian Lara. Well, he's got 50, but he's taken 86 balls to get it. That's what's left in terms of West Indian batting. Griffith, Bishop, Ambrose and Walsh. Lara up there on 52. This is straight down the ground. It's wide of the mid-on fieldsman. It's going to run down to the boundary. Is it going to get there? And that makes it 9 off the over. So the West Indies 5 for 202. Yes, so 66 runs or 42 balls. Those are the 2 figures to keep a close eye on now. And 5 wickets in hand. And it's going to be Shane Warne now. That's in the air. This is going to be out caught, or it's going to go for 6. It's gone all the way onto the roof. That's a big one. First ball from Warne. Smash straight over the top of mid-on for 6. Well, that little gap's closing up now. There he goes again. That's another big one. That's all the way as well. That's a 6-2. That's 12 off 2 balls. Well, I want to keep a really close look on the watch on this runs and balls. Lovely shot it was. Watch this. Here he goes.
Magnificent stuff. 2 hits, 12 runs.
Oh, he smashed that one away, and that's gone all the way to the fence. Well, that's he's got 2 up there, but that one just short of a length, and that's the one area that's not protected. Well, have a look at that. Things have changed. 42 of 30 balls. Brian Lara's on strike. Warner's going to continue. He's got that one away, and that'll go into the gap as well. That's beautifully played. Smashed it away, just wide of the fieldsman down there. This is such a fast outfield. Warne frustrated. 8 runs of 4 balls. Lara really smashing it. Well, that's into the gap as well, and that'll go all the way for 4 as well. That's beautifully played. Well, that looked to me like the flipper, and he really has got onto that very quickly. It's not easy. Let's see if we can pick this one.
Yes, it was, and it was dealt with beautifully.
Oh, and he's hit that straight back at him. He's dropped it. Well, he very nearly caught it, but it would have been a great catch. It was hit back lightning fast. 12 runs off the over. The West Indies 5 for 238.
He's whipped that away. That's into the gap too. That could go for 4 more. Moody dropping far too short. And all of a sudden the West Indies are in front as far as the runs required are concerned. And this will be a magnificent win if they get there. I don't think Mark Taylor can believe what's happening. He's got that over the head of mid-wicket. This may go for at least 3. They're running like whippets out there in the middle. Lara supporting Samuels, who's raced to 23, and Moody taking some punishment, as was the case with Shane Warne. Calling for the drink, Robert Samuels. I think it's Andy Bickle. Well, this is going to test him. Got it away, bounce. 4. So all of the pressure's off, so he's going to go for boundaries, is Brian Lara. If we keep going like this, will be over before the 50th over.
And perhaps that's what he's thinking about, although it's not quite necessary, all these boundaries, but that was a bad ball.
14 off 15, 5 wickets in hand. In comes Bickle, charging in from the members' end. That's a big hit. That's going all the way. Robert Samuels comes to the pecking. It's on the roof. It's a long hit. What a batting performance by the West Indies.
Well, people back home at Melbourne Cricket Club will know of Robert Samuels' ability to hit on the onside, but this is a big hit. To hit a fast bowler like Andy Bickle straight, a long way over long on, that was a big hit.
3 off 7. Still got to be got, but looks good night Australia in the Carlton United Series as far as the finals are concerned. Oh, chipped it over the top. He's out. Got him. So Lara falls. Caught ball by Warne off the final delivery of the 49th over. That's not over yet. Can you believe that? He's looking for 2, but what an innings. Out for 90. Wow, this crowd and all our viewers will have their fingers and legs and everything crossed here for Australia, because he was just chipping for 2 there, or even a single to carry too far, and it went straight down the throat of Captain Mark Taylor. But what an innings.
A brilliant innings by Brian Lara. He was struggling a bit at the beginning of that innings, but he certainly exploded in the latter stages. Hit the West Indies team right back into the picture. And certainly if they lose it from here, it will not be Brian Lara's fault. He played a magnificent innings, but his dismissal certainly has given Australia another sniff. Here they certainly have another chance here. 6 balls to come, 3 runs to get, and the brand new batsman coming out. Very important at this stage that you as the bowler, if the batsman misses, you hit.
Yes, and they want a wicket here. There it is. What a good clean hit to take the match. It runs into the gather, and a great victory for the West Indies. Give them full credit. A magnificent effort by Robert Samuels, and Brian Lara has snatched this victory away from Australia in front of 27,000 fans. at the whack, and I don't think the Australian players can believe it. They really are in with a big chance. They defended well early, but the West Indians dressing room was happy, and why not?
What a wonderful performance that was. 6 for 269, 49.2 overs, 28,000 people here at the Wacker ground, and all of them on the edges of their seats for much of the day. And in the end, it was that super innings from Lara, 90 from 110 balls, that carried the West Indians through. With Robert Samuels, a very valuable knock from him, 36 from 24. Their partnership was 86 from only 50 balls. There was another partnership of 85 between Lara and Chanderpaul. We thought they were going fairly quickly, 85 and 110. But that was absolutely terrific. 6 for 269. And Brian Lara, for that innings, the man of the match. He's been man of the match up in Brisbane, then here against Pakistan on Friday, again here, and he's provided spectacular entertainment. The bowlers, well, they felt the full brunt of that, although some of the figures don't look all that bad. McGrath, none for 37 in 10. Warne, 2 for 46 in 10. He took a hammering in the last 3. Then Law, none for 31. Bevan, 1 for 45, bowled pretty well today. And Moody had 46 taken from 6, and Bickle 52 from 7. So from 13 overs, almost 100 runs came from the two pace men, Andy Bickle and Tom Moody. One of the best wins I've ever seen, a limited overs cricket match at international level, went the way of the West Indies today. From the Wacker, for the moment, it's goodbye.